Today I've got a phone for you unlike any other phone that I have ever seen, which says a lot because I've seen a lot of phones. This device right here is a real standout because it isn't just another slab, another rectangle. No. This is the very first dual screen smartphone that I've ever seen. And I want to say thank you to ZTE for allowing me to be one of the first people in the world. Maybe this is even the first unboxing. I'm not sure. The Axon-M. Ooh, TV mode is waiting for you. Set up TV mode and launch DirecTV on your favorite video app. 2 screens on a phone. I have to say, where we're used to just seeing these similar devices, there's something refreshing about something so unusual. 2 screens, 1 smartphone. Some earbuds, I believe, are just gonna use the mini jack connector because yes, this thing still has a headphone jack. A power brick, which it looks to support quick charge. Oh, this is kind of cool. They've done the SIM tool in a little keychain kind of holder. So you've always got it on you. Spontaneous SIM switches. And then also an adapter here from USB Type-C to micro USB. Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back. And I think that's kind of important on a device like this because you're gonna be constantly placing it down on glass. On the bottom of the device, we have our Type-C connector, a power switch, which is also a combination fingerprint reader, volume rocker up and down, SIM tray, and then a configurable quick launch button. Could launch your camera, TV mode, or other. I like a configurable button. It doesn't just do one thing, it does what you would like it to do. A 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, that's gonna make a lot of people happy. Look at that, woo! That's a 20 megapixel camera, and it's the only camera on the device, but that's okay. You essentially get this really high resolution selfie camera, which then becomes your main camera as well. And then this represents the secondary screen. The construction here is basically all metal. Here we go. Oh my goodness. You kidding me? The gadget fan in me is rejoicing that something this unusual can still be manufactured by a major phone maker in this day and age. That's cool. Cool hinge contraption in this cutout here to keep everything sturdy. Satisfying click when it finds the spot. Listen. Okay, so here's the setup screen. It's telling me that TV mode is waiting for you. All right, let's go ahead and add a fingerprint here on the power switch over here. My middle finger here on my right hand. There's a dedicated button for changing screen display modes. Can either mirror, work in an extended mode, a dual screen mode, or single screen with the other one turned off. Oh wow. It's actually pretty quick. And just like that, we have YouTube open by default, my phone just operating as expected on the left-hand side. So you could have some news going on over here, you're doing a little reading, and watch some unbox therapy at the same time. I can also turn it like this, and look what happens. It almost starts to feel like a portable game console. That's pretty wild. In extended mode, just double up my display size for one of the functions. I can have the video playing above and be scrolling comments on the second display at the same time. Who's kidding who? See how on both sides of the hinge it's reinforced with metal? It's solid. This one does a dual. Whoa! You're with somebody at lunch enjoying the same thing, and the other person on the other side of the desk can now watch what you're watching. One side, 2 sides. And same goes for portrait mode. This is essentially gonna stretch your display regardless. You're gonna have a bezel in the center here, so that's something to keep in mind. I get it, there are other options for multitasking, a window within the display, but nowhere near the amount of real estate that 2 displays could provide. As a regular smartphone, you just flip this back, you know, hey, how's it going? What's happening? And so on, you know? Now, I know you're gonna have questions about the camera. I did myself, and when you launch it, it actually prompts you to switch to the other screen. So, okay, so this is selfie mode here. Wow, I'm getting a 20 megapixel selfie right now. What would normally be the rear camera can now be utilized on the front camera. So to flip it over, I can just hit the button that I would normally hit here. Just like that, I now have a rear camera. Our wonderful model here with the vibrant green SIM tray, micro SD capabilities as well. So it's coming out of 2 spots. One speaker grill on the bottom, and then one forward facing from the earpiece. People can't spy on you. Ooh, Oh, I've heard of this. Okay. I'm glad it's not just a single spot that it fires from. If you potentially cover that up a little bit, or you're holding it like this, you might not be able to discern as much as when you have audio firing at you, even if it's only to a certain degree. It's got 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage, but as I mentioned before, that's expandable through the SD card slot. Android 7.1.2, but I have been told that ZTE is already working on rolling out the latest version of Android for the device. Yeah, I could just be responding back to Jack with all the emojis in the world. That took you 3 minutes to text that back? The little monkey guy? Jack apparently only texts 1 emoji at a time. See? This thing here it's all about the multitasking. It's about the power users. You're lying there, you're on the couch, it's pop, 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 pop. It's all going off. It's one app, it's another app, it's Instagram, it's Snapchat, it's YouTube, and texting at the same time. Or it's a really big display for one thing. The hinge acts as a kickstand. I'm gonna be really interested to see where this thing goes because it is so unusual. You know, I'm gonna use it for a little while and see how it goes. And I wanna ask you guys something. If you had 2 displays on your phone at all times, what would be on each display?